Characters that deserve better too. Now, you already know we had to spin back with a part 2 after y'all showed so much support on part 1. Also, thank you for 22k. But as y'all let me know in the comments, there's obviously a couple I let go loose. And if you haven't seen part 1, go watch it before I get you.
So if it's gonna happen, I might as well see it, supervise it, make sure everything's okay.
Wait, what? No.
Now, I'm gonna be real with you. This is like my 15th try trying to record this part because Guts has so much wrong with him. So let me just start top from the bottom from everything wrong with him. Man was born from a corpse. His adoptive mom dies from the plague. That's crazy. Started fighting in the war since he was 6. That's crazy. Was blamed for everything since he was a bad omen. Dad pimps him out for a night. Hold up, pause, excuse me. What do you mean by this? Let me look into this real quick. Okay, so I looked into it and I'm actually unhappy that I did. He actually gets pitied. So that's crazy. Dad uses him as bait for an enemy trap. Dad tries to kill him. Okay. So in that whole group of sentences, his dad gets his diddy hole touched and then also abuses him and then tries to get him, you know, killed in GTA. That's crazy. Unintentionally kills his dad, making Guts feel guilty for years. I would not feel guilty about that at all. Develops and PTSD as a result of being R-worded. Constant fighting on the front lines during a 100-year war. Best friend sacrificed all of Guts' other friends, you know, that guy. NTR'd by his best friend in literal hell. Self-mutilation in the process of being NTR'd. Girlfriend turns into a potato. Girlfriend gives birth to demon child that was essentially Guts and tainted by demon jizz. What am I reading right now? Whoever writes this show needs to be beat with sticks in the streets, bro, in GTA. That is not normal. Delusional enough to wage an unwinnable war against the gods. Bro thinks he's Kratos. Captured by nobles and tortured, L-mans. Suffered PTSD, depression, sleep deprivation, and endless fighting for 2 years. He has a soft spot for children, but forced to kill him. Berserk armor slowly kills him, revives his girlfriend's mentality. The mere sight of him gives her intense anxiety attacks. After reading all this, I'm convinced that the people that recommend Berserk are people that suffered and just want you to suffer with them, because there's no way you read all this and think this is an enjoyable read.
No, stop. Just calm down.
Future Gohan. Now I feel like Gohan in general gets a lot of shit because he ain't training, he relaxed and he chilling, but if you really look at his life, it really ain't surprising of why he's an adult and why he don't want to fight no more. From the beginning, Raditz came and tried to kidnap him, which led to his dad dying. Then Piccolo had to kidnap bro, leave him in the woods for a year to just survive on his own. The Saiyans show up to Earth and kill Yamcha and Piccolo in front of his eyes. Gets kicked in the neck so hard by Raccoon it breaks his neck, and then had to fight someone else in his dad's body later on. And remember, this is a 6-year-old kid. While you're watching CoComelon, this nigga is over here fighting for his life on an alien planet. Goku returns and then dies for good because he got the heart virus, so bro can't even have a dad. Then right after that, 17 and 18 pull up and pretty much slime everyone besides Bulma, Trunks, and Gohan himself, and then random NPCs. Him and Trunks try to fight 18 but get beat up so bad he loses an arm, which leads to the next time they have to fight him, he knocks out Trunks so he can go fight alone, which ends his demise. That nigga never got to see happiness a day in his life. He came out the womb having a fight, never had a dad, homies was dying before his eyes. Future Gohan deadass never seen a day of happiness in his life.
Oh, poor Angstrom.
Angstrom as a character ain't really innocent himself, but he did get done dirty, so I had to put him in here. Now, if you don't know who Angstrom is a man that can travel through multiple dimensions, and every single dimension that he's went to, Invincible, the main character, has joined his father and taken over Earth and has done some like atrocious things, like he's watched his own son die in front of his eyes, so understandably he crashes out, but he fucks up and goes against the one Invincible that like was a good guy, which doesn't make any sense. But to be real, if you go into reality where Hitler was like not evil, you would be kind of tweaking out too, so it was understandable. And if you read the comments, you already know why it gets so much worse for him.
Is this Levi?
Now, Captain Levi is one of my favorites that honestly just had the most struggles in life. I'ma just say period in that entire anime. His mom died. He was found by her uncle, who turned this man into basically a fighting dog, then abandoned him after he got good at fighting. Levi then joins a gang, gets laced while he's on a heist, and then he joins the Survey Corps, which is basically the Oppenheimer event of everything that went wrong in this nigga's life. On his first mission on the Survey Course, everyone on that mission, including his two best friends, die except for him. And I mean, that shit was not pretty. After years of being that nigga, he finally gets the Levi squad and they all get murdered horribly by Annie. Then he later on has to fight the second dad that walked out of his life, watches him die, watches his commander and almost all his comrades die just for the dude that they died for to get away. That same dude turns all his comrades into Titans, forcing him to kill them, gets blown to pieces, and then ends up having to help kill the man that he sacrificed so many innocent lives for. I don't know why, but I swear to God, Isayama spawned in my boy Levi on fucking veteran difficulty. There's no reason that man's life should have been that fucking tragic. Again, if you haven't watched Attack on Peak, you should definitely watch it. Now, before y'all burn me at the stake for adding Homelander in here, hear me out. In season 4, they basically confirmed that they groom Homelander to be very dependent on attention, and then they would isolate that man for multiple days. And I say, excuse me, not that man, they isolated him when he was a child. They are psychologically manipulating this child that grew up to be a very unstable adult. I think Stan Edgar put it the best.
You are not a god. You are simply bad product.
Which is true, because Homelander really isn't a god. He's really a project that was manufactured and obviously went wrong somewhere along the way. Maybe when they started putting little bro in an air fryer and laughing at him, maybe that's when you fucked up, because there's no way you thought a mentally unstable demon wasn't gonna spin back after you did that to him.
Filthy monkey who can't even use jujutsu.
The main characters that deserve better are humans in super powered worlds. Like in The Boys, if you're a normal human, you're liable at any second to just be murdered for any reason. You in the wrong place at the wrong time and you see Homelander pull off a shady deal, goodbye, that's your life. You're on a t-shirt, little bro. Like, that is absolutely cooked. Imagine being in Dragon Ball, you're chilling with your family and then all of a sudden you look at the window and then you see the sun 10 feet away from the fucking atmosphere because Goku and Frieza are up there throwing hands. Like, this shit is not kosher. I would hate to be a normal human in a super powered universe. Honorable mentions are Blood Type C, if you know you know, Howard Hamilton from Better Call Saul, goddamn, that one still hurts to this day, and almost every character in JJK that isn't Sukuna or Gege. And you gonna be next on this list. If you don't subscribe, hit the like button and join the Discord. I love you. Free Kanye. Mwah.